What is going on, guys? Xfitcher here, and today I'm going to try and predict the results of the Japanese Grand Prix. Now, I am sorry for the mic quality, I am still away, but I really want to do this video for you. Now, I just want to quickly remind you guys that I'm still taking questions for my upcoming Q&A. It's probably going to be in about a week and a half, so leave your questions down below or tweet them to me at Xfitcher. Love to get all your questions for that Q&A. The more questions, the better. So that's going to be good coming up. Now, if you do enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like rating and subscribe. It really helps me. I really appreciate it. So, Japanese Grand Prix this weekend. Very sad weekend. It marks 1 year since Jules' tragic accident. He's in everyone's hearts, but as I think he would have wanted, and as the sport's been doing for the last year, we must soldier on. So, let's get into my predictions. So, I predict... my predictions, they're going to be so wrong, I reckon. I'm going off Friday practice. Haven't even had FP3 or quali yet. So I really don't know. We've had a wet Friday and it's looking like a dry race. So it's going to really change it. There could be a bit of rain during the race. I don't know. But anyway, I predict a Rosberg victory. Yeah, that's the first thing. Rosberg victory. He has topped Hamilton in both practice sessions so far. Could be a good thing for him, and I don't know what I think Lewis said he's been misquoted since, but apparently Lewis said he has no confidence going to this weekend. I don't know, that could be wrong, I haven't read too much into that, but I think it's going to be Rosberg from Hamilton. Then in third place, final step of the podium, I think it's going to be Daniel Kvyat, however the hell you say it, I don't care. He's been very strong, topping FP2, and yeah, he's a very good driver. He's really started to become good this second half of the season. He sort of got over the nerves and pressure of being in a big team, and he's really showing the world what he can do, and he's been doing super well. I think he's going to be in third. And then from his teammate, the honey badger, Daniel Ricciardo, the smiling assassin, whatever you want to call him, fellow Aussie, I think he's going to be in fourth place. And then in fifth, I reckon it's going to be Sebastian Vettel. Again, he's always quick. You can never count out Vettel. You seriously can't, especially in what has started to become quite a competitive car towards the end of the year. But I don't know. I know it's been wet in practice, but it seems like the Red Bulls have something over them at the moment, over the Ferraris. The Ferraris, but that is just probably because it's wet and it's going to be a dry race. So I don't know. But in sixth place, I think it's going to be Carlos Sainz. He did top FP1, I believe. He's been super quick this weekend at Japan. He's just taken to the track super well, and I think he will be up in sixth. And then in seventh, his teammate, the 17-year-old, is he 18 now? I don't know. Max Verstappen in seventh place again. Been very quick, but again, I think that's because it's the wet and they do have a strong chassis, Toro Rosso. That's what I think that is. I don't know. It's going to be dry, but I hope those two boys do really well this weekend. Now, in eighth place, Perez. Again, he's just been going about his work, not getting noticed, just putting in solid results every week in, week out. It gets unnoticed. I think it's going to be another weekend like that for him. He's going to get eighth place. Then in ninth place, I think it's going to be the struggling Lotus outfit, not with Maldonado, with Grosjean. Actually, one of my favourite drivers, a very talented driver. I think he's going to get ninth place. They have been struggling a lot, and they've had problems with the hospitality unit actually getting to the track, I believe. I haven't heard much about that, but I think he will be ninth. And then the final point scoring position after his crash in Singapore, I think it's going to be the Hulk, Nico Hülkenberg. That's what I am thinking at the moment. So now, out of the points, not scoring any points, I predict 11th place is going to be Felipe Massa, the Williams driver. Williams have just been really struggling again in FP1 and 2. But again, this comes back to I think it's wet. It's been wet. I think that's why that is. And if it's dry, it completely changes it. And the Williams are back in the picture. I don't know. Based on their Friday practice, still I got to go off. I'm going 11th for Massa. Then in 12th, Nasser, the Sauber driver. Sauber don't have a competitive car. They've always just been on the fringe of the points, I think. That's where they're going to stay again this weekend. 12th place for Nasser, I reckon. Then 13th, the Finn, Valtteri Bottas. I don't know, again, like I said with Massa, it's the Williams car. and he actually got beaten by Massa in one of the sessions and didn't actually set a lap in this other session. So that's why I think his teammate's going to beat him, because he's down on laps, and Massa is a very experienced driver. I think Bottas is going to be 13th. Again, I could talk about the car being wet and their car struggling in the wet, and it could be dry, but I don't know. Then in 14th place, I think it's going to be Jenson Button. Amid all his retirement rumours, I think he's going to do alright. He calls Japan a second home, so, you know, I really hope he does well here, but he's going to struggle with the Honda engine. Now, in 15th place, I think it's going to be Marcus Ericsson, a driver I don't particularly rate very highly. I personally think Button might beat him, but I could be wrong on that one. I don't know. Not much to say about Ericsson in a not-so-competitive car. In 16th place, I think it's going to be Alexander Rossi, again pipping his teammate Will Stevens. So I think Rossi, who's actually shown a lot throughout GP2 in his one race in Formula 1, I think he's going to beat Stevens again. Then in 17th place, Will Stevens, who he was destroying Murray for a while. Murray started to come back, and now he's been outshone by Rossi in Rossi's first race. I think he's going to be the last of the finishers. So in 18th, 19th, and 20th, I've all got as DNFs. So Raikkonen, for some reason, I just got the feeling he's not going to finish. He's had so much bad luck this year, and for some reason I can just see that continuing. I don't know why, I just feel that way. So I put him down as a DNF. Now, 19th place, another DNF. I've put down Fernando Alonso purely because I think one of the Hondas is going to die. I think one of the Hondas, something's going to happen with one of the Hondas and they're not going to finish the race. And I hope it's not Jenson Button, because he's my favourite driver, so I put down Alonso. That's my theory behind that. And in 20th place, the only driver I have not mentioned, Pastor Maldonado, and he's just a fucking idiot, and he's just going to do something stupid, take himself out of the race. I've got so many stupid penalties, I don't know. Or his car's going to fuck up because I've got no money. So many things go wrong for Maldonado, both mainly of his creating, but yeah, I think he's going to DNF. I would not be surprised if he does, but that is my predictions. Let's quickly run through it again. Rosberg from Hamilton, then Kvyat, Ricciardo, Vettel, Sainz, Verstappen, Perez, Grosjean, Hülkenberg, Massa, Nasser, Bottas, Button, Ericsson, Rossi, Stevens, and 3 DNFs, Raikkonen, Alonso, and Maldonado. That's what I am predicting. We will see after the race how right I was, and at the end of my recap video after the race, I will actually go through this to see how I did, just because I think it's going to be funny how badly I got this wrong. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this predictions video. I'd love to see what you guys are predicting, so leave it down below. I'd be very interested to hear. I'll reply to all your comments. I really want to hear, but I hope you have enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, rating, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.